Hey, it's Troy. I'm here in Winter Wonderland, just sitting drinking a hot chocolate, and I've been doing some videos today to put out over the Christmas period in the Bavarian village and so on, which is where we are now. And I was thinking about the subject of change, and I wanted to just do a little video about change because I think it's really important, right? I come into contact, obviously through this line of work and through my own friendship groups and other things that I'm involved with a lot of people, and a lot of guys specifically, but women as well, who have this idea that they can't change, who have this idea that they are a certain way, that they come across in a certain way, and that it's somehow immutable. That is to say that it's not susceptible to alteration, that they are one way and that's going to be it, and they can't do anything about it. And to be honest, as we get older, that probably gets worse, because we think as we get older that we are unchangeable, that we become more rigid, and that there's really nothing that we can do to change our innate selves. And I'm here to tell you, and really the message of this whole channel is to tell you that that is absolutely not the case. Change is possible for all of us, for each and every one of us. Now, how do I know that? Well, I know that because of a number of things. I know that partly because of the work that I do with clients, with people who contact me, who want coaching, one-on-one counselling and so on. I know from work with those guys that change is possible. I also know it from being a member of 12-step recovery organisations, which help people to recover from alcohol addiction and drug addiction. And I know from being involved with those organisations, those self-help groups, that change is absolutely possible, because I've seen it with my own eyes. Now, it might not be that you're somebody suffering from an addiction, but the point to make here is that imagine that you've got a form of behaviour that is deeply ingrained in your personality, that kind of defines you as an individual. You might think, well, how can I possibly shift that? How can I possibly alter that? And in my experience, and in terms of what I've seen, it's absolutely possible to shift even the most deeply entrenched forms of behaviour. And the third thing is that I know from my own experience that change is possible, because I have changed greatly as a human being over my life. And I suppose all I've tried to do with my writing about dating, with my writing about relationships and other matters, has been to share my own experience with you. And ultimately that's all I can do. I can also share what I've learned from others, but in the end, the most powerful thing that I can share, and really that anybody can share with you, is their own personal experience. And my personal experience is that change is absolutely possible. When I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I was incredibly shy, I was incredibly withdrawn. I am naturally something of an introvert. I like my own company. I find big groups of people challenging, not impossibly challenging, because I've learnt the tools to deal with those situations, but it's certainly not my natural habitat. I also suffered from depression as a younger guy, and that's something that I've had to deal with and to work around. And on top of that, there is the issue of addictive behaviours as well. And for me, that was largely around alcohol, but it also involved other substances as well. And on top of that, behaviours, because it's not just the substances that get us. Yes, those things are very powerful. It's very difficult to break a physical addiction to a narcotic substance like alcohol, like tobacco. But behaviours are very insidious as well. You could be hooked on work. You could be hooked on exercise. You could be hooked on relationships. You could be hooked on denigrating yourself. You could be hooked on low self-esteem. It sounds weird to say it, but it's absolutely the case. Some people are addicted to being down on themselves and to lacking in self-esteem. You can get hooked into these behaviours that aren't serving you, that aren't doing you any good. And then people think, well, this is just the way I am. This is how it is. This is how it's got to be. what can I do? Some people are just born like this, and this is how I am. What I want to say to you, if that's the mindset that you've got, is absolutely not. Change is possible. The tools are out there. And as I say, what I want to do with this channel and what I've sought to do through the work that I've done, the books that I've written, the articles that I've produced and so on, is to share my experience with various different things, including dating, but also socializing, also, creating a business for oneself, creating a life for oneself. I want to show you how change is absolutely possible and how you're not stuck in this one version of yourself. The idea of self is mutable. You might think, well, I'm shy, therefore I am a shy person, and that is my identity. But it isn't really. That is just a facet. That's an external facet that's probably there because of certain experiences that you had when you were younger, certain things that you had to contend with as a kid or when you were growing up. It's not inherently you. And what I encourage everyone to do is to self-actualize. That is to go into themselves and try to work out what actually is the essence of you and to amplify those things. And what you will find is that a lot of the things that are holding you back, a lot of the things that you don't care for in yourself, are not actually inherently a part of you. They're actually just things that are sort of tripping you up, but they can be removed. And as I say, my job on this channel with these videos is to provide the experience that I've undergone. And my experience is limited to the things that have happened to me. Quite a lot of things have happened to me, so I can share quite a lot of things, but I can't share everything. But what I can share is what's happened to me, how I've dealt with it, and how I've come out the other side. And actually, come out the other side to be, pretty happy, pretty productive, somebody who can get things done, somebody who can be effective in social situations. And as I say, it certainly wasn't always the case for me. But I just, I want to use this opportunity through this channel, through my content, just to try to help, really, just to try to put some information out there that may assist you in improving your life, in making things better for you. Because look, none of us have got a long time on this planet. We're all here for, a certain period of time, and then after that it's finished. And so we need to do the best that we can in our lives. We need to ensure that we get the most bang for our buck, if you like. And the way you do that is by getting rid of that negativity on the top layer and diving down into what is essentially you, making that your focus, bringing that out, being able to communicate that to other people by way of value, and just enjoying the fruits of yourself and your time here. So I hope that makes sense. I'm getting a little bit deep on this one perhaps, but I hope that you understand what I'm putting across there. It's really important stuff, I think. But as I say, this is all about just sharing my experience, passing it on to you, and pointing out the lessons that I've learned that you can apply so you don't have to make the same mistakes that I did. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you're enjoying the Christmas season, which is still with us, going to a new year soon. I hope that you're feeling pumped and ready to go for 2020. I'm going to leave it now, but do hit the subscribe button. Give me a like on this video. Hit the subscribe button so you know when new videos are coming up. Do join my email list, link below, so that you can keep up to date with latest news. I send out a free article Monday to Friday anyway, so you get that, plus latest news, giveaways, etc. And do get my pack of books about dating, game, the sexual marketplace, relationships. It's called Renegade Dating Blueprint. The link is below. It's just $39. Full value $250, so it is a good deal, guys. And I hope that you get a lot of value from it. I know that many readers already have. So I'll leave it there for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. We will speak again very soon. Bye-bye.